that was tough racing.
You made it tough on yourself. You raced C
Mate,
and then you raced B.
And I shouldn't have done that, should I? Midland just came to play. Midland were just phenomenal. They just attacked in twos in B grade and just blew it apart. But that's good racing. That's what we want. And the more the merrier. So
Save yourself the stress and hassle of changing a tire with weak, flimsy tire levers and switch to Tyre Glider, today's sponsor for the video. And what you can do is you can join me on the 17th of May 2025 for the Velographer Tyre Glider collaboration social ride, where we do a river loop, and each one who signs up will get a free Tyre Glider. Not just that, lots of fun. Social ride is a no-drop thing, which means everyone's gonna end together. We're gonna head to the Little Stove in Bigton, where we're gonna get discounted coffee, have lots of fun, meet new people, make new friends to ride around Perth with, and also have some raffles with lots of prizes. So sign up, link below. I'll see you there. Pinning numbers on again, and you have to wonder, with all the cool technology that we have now, why are we still using safety pins for to pin on numbers? Really should have something brand new, something different, more I don't know, more efficient, I guess. Is it about efficiency or is it about technology? I just wish we didn't have to pin on numbers. Maybe stick them on? Would sticking them on be a good idea? I think so. If you stuck numbers on, wouldn't it be a lot easier in terms of getting it flat, aerodynamic, and from a safety perspective, not to have any pins poke you? What do you think? Little latex thing over here, just to put my transponder. Shout out to my mate Nick Tan, who gave me that cutoff from his latex tube, and it works a treat. Absolutely perfect. Now, this is after the race, where the commentators give the race briefing before that, basically telling everyone be nice to each other, play nice, and race safe. Now, this race was one for me to forget. You'll see why in a second. I had some very, very major rookie errors, which I think led to the fact that I ran out of legs. But I want you to see how my race kind of unfolded. It's not long. I lasted about 10 or 11 kilometers, and that was it. Absolutely stuffed during the ride. I've been doing a lot of very long zone 2 trainings. I've unfortunately avoided intervals. I'm just trying to build base and using the races as my intervals. And so cat 2 it is. But before we get into the race details, here's the guys I raced with. What's the plan today? Because no one's going to see this until after the fact.
Okay, well there's a fair few of us, and so we're going to be Pes their ninth. We're going to attack, and then once that attack is once the peloton catches, then there will be another wave.
The next one,
and then another wave.
Yeah.
And so that's the aim. Yeah. That's right, man.
Attack. How you feeling? Good?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, gonna be fun. So we're gonna try to put you on the podium.
The idea.
That's
Here we go. Best laid plans though.
I know.
It's going to be a tough day.
As long as MCC's on that podium, then it's been a successful day.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, it's actually a successful day anyway because we're racing and we're healthy and it's beautifully sunny,
right.
And there's enough wind so there's no flies in the Yenship, which is, if anybody knows,
actually,
you know.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Come to think of it, there have been hardly any flies. Maybe just a one or two.
Yeah.
That's good. All right.
Side headwind on the straight.
Race high, boys.
All right, boys.
Let's do it, man.
Let's do this.
Welcome back to race commentary and also my thoughts of racing. Well, rapid crazy start as always in Cat 2 B grade, and a few things about B grade. Perhaps I know I'm not as strong. I'm not a Cat 2 rider as yet. I've been riding Cat 2 and it's been a hit and miss. Some of the races I've done most of it, like there was a road race that I completed 6 out of 7 laps. There were a few crits where I lasted most of the way, but this was not one of them. So racing together with the boys at Midland, their plan of attack was basically to attack in pairs over and over and over, and from the get-go it was already stretched out and it was at a crazy pace. So at the top, let me just take you through the screen. On the top you have the distance covered, and I only lasted 11 kilometers of the, I think, 30 plus kilometers that this race actually reached. On the left hand side, top left, you got the map, that's Spendid Park. That is the shape of this circuit, the course. On bottom left you got the speed, in the middle you got heart rate and power, and on the right my cadence. Alright, from the get-go I was already at the back and this was not ideal. So coming into the finishing straight on this left hand side, the wind is basically coming from the front, so it's a cross headwind. The wind's coming slightly from the right of the screen right here, so it's coming down from the right across down to the left, and so I am partially sheltered here. Attack after attack, and I find myself slowly moving to the back of the peloton. Quite a few riders in this Cat 2 race, and it's fast and furious. Now I want you to look at my power and my heart rate. My heart rate is slowly creeping up, and all these little short bursts of 4, 5, 6, 700 watts or sustained 300 plus watts absolutely killing me. My legs are starting to burn. I do get some short bursts of rest around the corners, but not quite enough. And here, as the speed goes up, literally just out of the saddle, sprinting just to hang on to the wheel, and this is totally not ideal. The biggest rookie mistake I made, well, ending up at the back of the pack and thinking that I could just sit in the slipstream. Absolutely not. The wind was really, really strong. I think we had like close to 30k an hour winds on that day, and so the wind would basically wreak havoc in terms of trying to get cover. There was no real place for cover, really. As I'm pedaling here, I'm thinking I just need to hang on to the wheel in front, try to get my heart rate down, but the pace is absolutely frantic. The Midland boys are doing exactly what they set out to do. I'm racing with them, I should call them my teammates. And here, as we turn left again, I tried to get some cover, being on the inside, but still not doing much at all. Up this straight, kicking 4, 5, 6, 700 watts into a headwind. It is absolutely no joke at all. And so here, still in the early part of the race, just 3 kilometers in, I'm still with the pack, and I'm thankful that I'm still with them. I haven't been dropped yet, but basically just counting down to when I get dropped. Heart rate is already up to 170, and it's not looking really good. Now, one of the things I've been doing recently, I mentioned earlier, was I've been doing large blocks of zone 2. So basically working on riding at about 140 BPM or below, between 135 to 140 BPM, long 3 to 5 hour rides, and that hopefully is helping me to actually improve my endurance. So one of the things I've learned or I've seen on YouTube is that it's not so much your FTP, it's about your durability, your endurance, how long you can actually last in the saddle comfortably. And so I've been trying to build that up. But one thing that I have unfortunately neglected is doing my sprint intervals, thinking that I could do my intervals during the race. I'm not sure that is, on hindsight now, this has been 2 weeks. On hindsight, I'm not sure whether it has been a good idea to quote unquote practice my intervals during a race. I'm actually thinking at this point of dropping down to Cat 3 to actually start finishing races, improve my skills, improve my race tactics, the race smarts, before I try to get fit enough to rejoin Cat 2. Here, my mate's dropping back. Here we go. That's Lee in front, giving the lady a push. Not sure what her name is, but she was the only lady in this race. So, a quick reminder: this is the West Coast Master Cycling Council criterium at Spendid Park, and Spendid Park is about 1 hour away from Perth itself. It's way up north, near to Two Rocks. So, it's a fair trek. And racing here for all the different grades are open to both men and women, so it's mixed racing. And I can tell you that some of these women who join the races are absolutely strong. Just look at her go. I'm not sure if she finished the race, but she's definitely in a better position than I am. I really should have made my way up, and here I am trying to make up spots, moving up to the front of the race, mid-pack of the race. As you can see, the speed has not really slowed down at all. It's been at high 40s, 50s at some point. It's absolutely relentless. As you go around the corner, I see more people going past me. My mate Nick over there on the right. Okay, he's just gone out of frame. And these guys just sprinting, going again, attack after attack. I'm still sitting in there and then putting the power down because everyone is going and I feel like I'm dropping like a rock. It's only 5Ks in and it's still super frantic. My RPMs are alright. I get into aero tuck position, just put the power down into the headwind, no cover right here, and my heart rate is just going up so quick. You can hear my breathing in the background. It's labored. And if you think those guys are actually going slow, no, it's actually pretty darn quick, considering the headwind is really strong. I try to get some cover over here before we turn the corner. This is a slight incline, so it's a slight incline on the straight, on the finishing straight leading up to turn number 1. And then it's very fast downhill with a bit of a tailwind behind us. I turn here and as you can see, I am off the back. 600, 700 watts and I'm still off the back trying to chase up. I'm super happy that they actually sat up a little bit. I got time to take a swig from my bottle and so I do. But it is still stretched out and I am pushing really hard. 175. 175 should actually feel alright for me, but for some reason today, I just felt like my heart was just pushing so hard and I was feeling so fatigued. It could be because of the number of hours I've added to my riding each week, but that remains to be seen. Not 100% sure, but right now I seem to be in a better position than before. 6.6 Ks in. But the power numbers are still way higher than my current FTP, which is around 210. So not really good, pushing stupid watts. May not be stupid to a lot of you who are watching, but for me this is a lot of watts and I am paying for it. I can feel the glycogen draining from my legs. Benny over there sees me and he's like, oh no, Nat's in trouble. And so he sits up and tries to get me to go to the front and bridge the gap. I'm really pushing threshold right here and it's not great. I freewheel a little bit and Benny's like, come on, let's go. And so here we go. I dig in and try to close the gap. 40 Ks an hour at threshold. I would be actually very happy and comfortable at about 175 or just about 200 watts. I can do 200 watts for a long time. 210. But anything above that, mate, it absolutely kills me. And look, here I am trying to go, and Benny gives me a bit of a push. That push motivates me to try to bridge the gap. He comes up again and says, "Don't give up." You know, these are the kinds of riders that I ride with, and it's so amazing that they're there. You can see I'm like absolutely dying, and Benny comes up again, motivates me, says, "Nat, come on, just rejoin, tuck in and hide, get some shelter." I managed to regroup, but I'm absolutely knackered. Benny, thanks so much for the push. Benny would go on to grab a podium. Let's see the strength, the raw strength that he has. I catch up to the back, but I cannot find shelter. And if there's one thing about this course, left to right, I tried to find a place to hide, but it seemed like I could never get into a position where I did not have to get out of threshold and go anaerobic. 300 plus watts. Oh man, this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Benny goes up on the right there. He's going to make his move to the front. He's not going to stay at the back anymore. And it's basically up to me to hang on to these wheels. Up the finishing straight once more, and I find a little bit of respite, but doesn't last for very long, just a couple of seconds, and back up over 200 watts again. Absolutely crazy. For those of you who are small guys like me, I stand at 5'7" and weigh about 68 kilos, and this is basically the end of my race. I felt absolutely knackered watching the race in front of me go, and it's so easy to say, you know, just bridge the gap, but the gap is so huge and hard to bridge. Yeah, so basically that was my race, guys. Quite crappy, yeah. Lasted 8.9 kilometers. I did one extra lap, and yeah, basically went back to the car. That's Andy over there. He was also chucked out of the race. That was a shocking race. Didn't last 10 kilometers. That's it. 17 minutes in and I'm whacked. Not feeling good at all. My body's just telling me, "Nat, slow down, come to a stop." And that's what I did. I think listening to your body is a really important thing. Getting stronger is one thing, but being able to listen to your body and know exactly when to ease off, when you can push, I think that's really important. It was fun racing in Cat 2. I must say that was a brand new experience. The riders are absolutely lovely, but Puffy, the guy you saw earlier on, he's the team captain. He gave me a call. I was like, "Hey Nat, how are you going? Are you enjoying the racing?" Because I haven't finished the races, the Cat 2 races that I entered, the last 3. And I told him, "Yeah, absolutely, I'm really enjoying it. However, I know I'm not finishing, but I'm taking away lessons from every single race that I enter." And he suggested that I drop down to Cat C, Cat 3, and race there for a little bit. After some thinking, I go, "Yeah, I think that's a good idea." And so I will be making the decision to race in C grade once more, be a little bit more competitive there, hone my craft, hopefully get a podium or 2, but more importantly to finish the race strong. Finish the races I take part in nice and strong. It's always good to finish races, especially when you got to pay for the races. You know, they're not exactly super cheap. They're about $30, and then the $5 for the transponder hire. So if you're a member, that's the price. If not, you pay a little bit more. If not, just get membership, man. Like West Coast Master Cycling Council, they got races almost every single week. So go ahead, spend it $200. Plus, it's got the best best coverage insurance-wise around. So even the all cycling license doesn't cover you when you go out on a training ride or when you're just riding around the neighborhood. The license with the West Coast Masters Cycling Council covers you anytime you jump onto your bike. Alright, enough of a plug for those guys. I took my camera out and it was time to shoot a little bit. So I walked out to the front to watch the race unfold. As you can see, when the camera shows the riders riding, it looks a lot slower than it actually is. Hey, good job, Mike.
Number.
Yeah, I know, I gotta take it off. How's your race, man? I saw you at the front for so long.
Hot, man. Hot race. Super hot. Super hot.
No one was pulling?
No one's pulling, man. And the gap. Nah,
the gap was
rather if
huge.
if you don't try to chase the gap, close the gap, there's no point.
That's it. That's
Finishing the peloton is no use.
That's right.
So,
Good effort, man.
Yeah, good
How
try.
many? You were at the front for like 6 laps or something?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Hard work, man. Hard work.
Oh. Good effort, by the way. Good effort. Good effort. Michael from Harvey. Hey, Mike.
How you going?
How was your race, buddy?
Yeah, good.
Good.
And you?
Me, wasn't so great for me this time, but I'm glad you had a good race.
Yes.
It's a long drive home today.
Stop off on the way, yeah, but
Nice.
yeah, it's but at least you get some racing, good
Yeah,
racing.
that's it. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Get to hang out with the young fellas.
Glad to see you back on the bike, back into racing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll see you in the next race soon.
Okay. Hern Hill.
Cheers.
Okay.
Gonna walk over to Puffy. Oi.
Hey.
How did your race go?
Midland got on top on the up the road, so we only you know how it works. We're gonna play the team game.
Yep.
So another frustrating day.
I know. We didn't manage to get Jade up the front, eh? He was stuck.
Nah, he was just don't know.
Ben was feeling good.
Yeah, Benny's always good.
Yeah. But
Benny's,
I think he came in third
He did, yeah.
on the sprint.
So Midland got on the podium, and that's our aim every week, and we achieve that.
That is good.
But
That is good. Where do you think it went wrong today?
for who?
For Jade.
Nothing went wrong, but it's just such a sport of milliseconds. So you know how we were attacking over and over?
Yeah.
So Jade didn't attack at all. He was kept in the bunch,
Yes.
which was his job today. So he just missed that.
Oh, he missed the decisive split.
He missed the yeah. So you don't know which one's going to stick. It's pure luck sometimes, but because Benny attacked and stayed away. Yeah. So what Ben probably might do differently next time is not work, or he might not have worked at all in that break to stop them.
Yep.
But Ben's a pretty smart rider, so I would dare say that he wouldn't have done much work in that break, because then you don't
that's
aid,
right.
you know.
He had a couple of strong guys with him. The NBCC guy.
Yeah, he
And
was.
the other guy in black.
That's Richard Wood.
Oh.
Yeah, nice fella. Yeah, so this is racing, my friend.
It is. Anyway,
This is racing, so
good stuff today.
good
today.
stuff. How'd you go?
I did not do too well. Heart rate went up. Couldn't get it back down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all right.
Oi.
There's the man of the hour.
It is.
Or is that Benny?
What a ride.
How'd you go?
Yeah, you'll end up with fourth. The boys worked well, lots of attacking, which was good, and then Benny Kay got away.
Yes, you did.
Ben's always strong, but just got to make sure that
In
he's
terms
there.
of points, where are you now?
I think I'm second. I don't know whether I got any points today, but still sitting second on the
You get points
for
turning up, don't you?
Yeah,
points
you
for
did.
turning up. Yeah, so I could be top, but yeah,
let's
it's always good
hope for
to
something.
get the points for
that's it.
podiums instead of just showing up. But
Fantastic.
yeah, see you next week, Dougie.
See you next.
Big grade. Third place, Ben Kirk.
Now, if that wasn't a masterclass from Midland, I don't know what was, because that was just brutal.
That's right.
But I'm glad they got a bit of their own freaking medicine.
Second place to Richard Woods.
Well done, Richard.
Richard's not Midland, is he?
No, he's Oasis next week, mate.
And first place, Simon
Ribberich.
Well done, Simon.
All right, get those hands up, boys. Come on.
Now there's 3 A graders going up right there.
We need Doug Stewart.
And so that you'll all know all about it, A grade, 3rd place was Stuart Robertson, 2nd place Ben Ray, and Quaid Smith in 1st place.
Well done, thank you.
And that
Well done,
ended-
guys. Thank
that
you very
ended
much.
the lesson.
Thank you.
That was tough racing.
You made it tough on yourself. You raised C
Mate,
and then you raised B.
And I shouldn't have done that, should I? Midland just came to play. Midland were just phenomenal. They just attacked in twos in B grade and just blew it apart. But that's good racing. That's what we
Yes.
want. And yeah, the more the merrier. So
When's the next race?
so we're racing Herne Hill next week. There's prize money next week for sure. We do have our AGM after the race as well, so there'll be food. Everyone will be there. It will be unbelievable numbers next week. I have no doubt about that.
Sounds good. I'll see you there.
Thank you very
Cheers.
much. See you, mate.